due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and...
Is it Vinon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Lady Trinan.
Voice. There's a sun-like existence in the trial.
It has come to this.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Time for Plan B. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deal, but that's as far as...
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can.
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Aglaya's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf. Our reinforcements from beyond the sky, warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames. Come face to face with the greatest fear, and with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial. I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So...
You won't get away, Kremnoan vermin! Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts...
Say whatever you like, despicable Achaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always...
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. Die, you swine!
Manos. Why? Why did you leave us?
Is this...
And you are... Oh. You Kremnoans are all eager to die, huh? Then I shall grant you... Face your death!
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikidor's wrath.
Baby is before me.
Burn it all. I can't die. But thanks, fiend or devil.
I'll crush them all!
Night. Doors echo!
Let this place witness glory. I am struck with the dying soul, but now accepts your punishment. Absurd. I know this Achaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this... that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. That voice... is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
Mighty mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take...
I won't ask how this happened. Nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartona.
Humiliate me you shall not! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it!
This is... Mother... It's here again.
Finally gone mad, despicable vermin! With your...
Enough! Be quiet! Look out! Wait. He seems calm and composed. Parted the waters. So, you are Don Hong. What did you go through before meeting him? You mean you saw... The trial of strife is a vicious one. This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusion. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone fine on his... We can only hope this battlefield... Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder. Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial. I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing, the one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
My domains. You are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you, and I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and you wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this evening.
Your opinions are of no interest to me. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with...
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit.
Don't you dare!
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to bring.
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about this nonsense? You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift...
Your hatred is as clear as day, my Demos. My words must have slain. But thanks to them, I have also come. This is why you killed your father. Only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory... This is why the strife titan. Only to reject the core flame, letting... he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mightymost? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you're worthy of this power.
This place witness glory. This more.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Mournful cries. Miserable wails. Kings of Grundos. This is the power you desire. Dying soul accepts your punishment.
In the name of chamas, I grant you the blood of strife.
Raging power. I can hardly contain it.
Heard the call. Down farewell.
Burn it all. I can't stop. On you.
I hope for an end to strife and...
Dying soul accepts your punishment.
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Bramnos.
How noisy. Burn it all.
Trinity is before me. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Forever to. Dying soul accepts your punishment. Get that.
Doors echo!
Conquer all land. Found you. I did my best.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be...
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his home.
In all likelihood.
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Anvorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the three titans of calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans.
According to Naius, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what shall we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne By one, it is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seat of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago.
Not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was...
It's alright. Being straight. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nika?
Something that... Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along.
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. The downfall of strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications...
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you are the hero of...
I once was. Lady Trebios. Therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. Billowing steam always brings back memories of furnaces in our homeland. Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe. You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince!
I want to hear stories about the feats on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince. Are you...
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway. My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. You know where Crateros is?
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while... No way! Mr. Crateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elite. He's the best at hunting. He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a...
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Leo was he with?
It's... just take a few turns after you go out from here.
Alright, I'll go look for it. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemens. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of them. The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us. We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Crateros. There he is.
Rat! It's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything.
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
The Civil Guard of Achaemen is on official duty. Please keep it.
Calm down, my lord.
Don't make me repeat.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos? I don't know, my lord. Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos, that vicious beast had been a menace for years. and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye. Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while.
Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Krataros.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Moose. I'm tired of speaking with this.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
Wait, so how in the world did Chrysias Leo get mounted?
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you! Calm down, calm down.
Don't fall behind now, unless you want to upset our friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
What are you up to?
Someone help!
Some privacy. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old...
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Martimos. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me.
Are you trying to shame me, Martimos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his Gorgo. Your mother bore that name, the name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos, and she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But...
Go, mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one could do it, but don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting.
Eurupon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child! You mustn't reveal your
Enough! My decision is final. I must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. I must save Castrum.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most...
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his... But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere...
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed, starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands,
Your failure is inevitable, Eurupon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own royal wing elites and efforts of Kremnos. You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo...
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and...
Understood. 5, 4, 3.
No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your curse?
2, 1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of test with all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish. May fate and the gods await your arrival, my son, my Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the light...
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby... O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade...
My Deimos, my son, they all tell me to forget. How the son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and...
Mister, you're awake. That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that. I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person. I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break. Is that Lady Trevi and Lady Trianne?
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color and how it glowed. You buy it. If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance. Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's alright. Trianne is just... She'll come to her senses. Trianne is just... What? Trianne is super mad. You've forgotten all about Mama. Mama gave us something just like Trianne.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two...
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
It's so hard to understand what...
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Trevi and Lady Trianne were discussing?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while. Well, see, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Trevi and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it and promptly insisted that it was a... But Lady Trevi believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile... For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after...
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... If it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth us...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Castoris. Just promise...
Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, I takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, the authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the... Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian... Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough. Your friend arrived before us.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky. Not at all. It's good to see you bouncing back with such energy for all that has happened. It was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present to you this is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation. Very perceptive, Mr. Dunham. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
Have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard. No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaia's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine. Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaia would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie! Oh, I've missed you. As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests.
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akama, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the Newsporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikador's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away. Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking—
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castros will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Mr. Trailblazer, why not go with them? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove grave. I'd be delighted to show you around.
In that case, do bring this tool called the weft. Is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If while you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castros knows this too. Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
I'm glad to be in your company again, mister. Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them, and they have something of mine. Something of great importance, and I must get back from them. When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Heiss. The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her. Look, there she is! And Lady Trianne. But who's that? Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trianne! Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akima for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the... Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor. I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the... Gray, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trianne believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akima! Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akima behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
You might not be aware of this, but using the Sentry Gate takes a significant...
Trianne promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
I'm ready, too.
Okie dokie! Everybody, let's hold hands to the Grove!
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here.
Memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. This is amazing! It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying.
Is everybody awake?
It's already action hour. Lady Trianne, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trianne say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's...
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trianne's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trianne can't remember what Trianne thinks that's a great idea. Okie dokie! Trianne remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time!
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience...
Look! A huge tree! It's... Ma'am...
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest. A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental...
Trianne knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to...
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Cersei's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in yet. It seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival. There should still be a way in. I'm just...
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
This place is too quiet.
Trianne found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side! The entrance on the other side. What could it be? Eyes are so sharp!
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us. As I expected, something's not right here. Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet. There is no way she would have neglected such an important diplomatic matter.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, no one's here.
I have an idea. Lady Trienne, could you lend me that golden spin? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. This is a proverb that was recorded in the handbook of Nestia's. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with...
There isn't a...
But that shouldn't be. Are they white dryad flowers? No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Dead, Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Ma'am, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Black cloak, sword towards the great tree.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh! Trienne will be on high alert!
More and more intense. There, on the steps.
This looks really scary.
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their form. Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? The monster is alive!
Trienne, please hide behind us. Mister, let's do this. As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking about the Black Tide.
Stop them all! Heard the call. Doubt farewell.
Catacombs? Countless, thus our fates become one. All lives be revealed.
The trial is fitting. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Is that fear I sense? So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
You defeated it! Little gray, little cat.
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akama is also in—
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attack, but at what price?
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of—
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve it. Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akaman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from
The Grove? You mean—
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trian just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but—
But what?
But they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the—
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akama. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis can take— They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean—
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something— I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as...
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away...
How should I put it? Lady Aglaia doesn't trust Anaxa at all. Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the flame chase journey.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, there's
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Voronix, that is, they didn't lend us their power willingly.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because...
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open...
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was...
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard. They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans.
In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way.
So many monsters. I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off. Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we...
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods? Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision. sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 2. Never interrupt. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of through the wonders of alchemy. I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed. That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove. The Black Tide. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akhama. Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Cersei's core flame will reach Akhama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Mister, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory. Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please. You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially... Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Nesporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself, if provided that he is still alive. Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then. I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree and is where Cersei's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the Corpa making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound. Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way. Alchemy is truly incredible. No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe, we better remain cautious. Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further. Let's go check it out.